My name is Mukanda-Shamambo, and I'll be presenting to you today a Filipino recipe, an eggplant recipe known as talong pinete, and this is a grilled and then fried eggplant. And the particular eggplant I'll be using is Oriental. It's Asian, it's the purple one, which is really fleshy and sweet. And before you listen to this speech, you probably have already heard from my friend Michael Kruger, who will be talking about the history of the eggplant, how it arrived here in America, where it has come from, and how it is supposed to be a fruit and not a vegetable. So, come with me. Let me show you what I have. For this eggplant recipe, we need an eggplant just like this one, then 1 egg, minced garlic. I just brought all the whole packages here so that you can see for yourself for good measure and you can remember them. Then you need some salt, you need pepper, cornstarch, and cooking oil for frying. This recipe is in 2 parts. The other part is the sauce that we use to take the eggplant with. And for the sauce, we have vinegar, soy sauce, we have cayenne pepper in place of chili, and then of course I have garlic powder. I chose to use garlic powder. I guess you could use fresh garlic and you just grind it, or you could use garlic in any other form. I chose to use garlic powder because it was easier. So for our recipe, I'm going to begin with the preparation of the soy sauce, just so I can put it aside and get it out of the way. You will notice that we don't have a lot of measurements for the sauce itself. I'm gonna put some garlic, some powdered garlic, just enough in there. Then the cayenne pepper. Well, I guess this one you can put it according to how you want it, if you want it really hot. So I'll put that. This is salty, so it already has some salt in it, and I'm just gonna measure that out. That is quite a few drops. I guess this is a kind of measurement just used by eye. This is a very traditional recipe. And then, of course, we have the vinegar. I am going to measure that out. That's a tablespoon. And I guess another tablespoon. And another 3 tablespoons. That shouldn't be too bad. And we just mix that. I'll just stir it like that. And this is what it looks like. And with all these ingredients, I guess you can put some and let it to suit your taste. Okay? So to start with, you have to wash the eggplant. Wash it in water and then pat it dry. Of course, I've already washed it, so we're going to skip that part. I'm not going to be doing that again. Then that is the second part of our recipe. Then of course, as we go ahead and doing all these things, we have to preheat the oven. So I'm going to set the oven on 350. So I'll do back there 350 degrees and let it heat as we do the rest of the work. Okay? So here we go. These are my measuring spoons and everything else. And everything else that I'll be using for measuring. I'm sorry about that. Well, this is a baking plate. I put the eggplant in there, and it's supposed to be placed in the oven until its skin turns all brown and wrinkly. And then after it cools down, then we're gonna peel it and get it ready for frying. But then of course here I'm gonna put it in the oven for now, but we're not gonna wait for it. So I already did one which we can use. Here we go. Here we go. Here is the one I have. It is all wrinkly. This is how it is supposed to look like after it is done. That is the wrinkly part of it. And well, maybe to help ourselves, maybe this plate is much better. Since it is flat, I'm gonna put this in the oven. Okay, so you have to remove the skin from this eggplant, making sure that, you know, we don't damage it. That is, we don't remove the head. This is the head. Okay, I guess we have to be patient here. It's coming out really good. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we remove all these skins. We're gonna get rid of this stuff. I'm gonna just put it down here. So having done that, sorry, I needed to put this here just for cleaning my fingers. Okay. Okay, so here, next thing we do is we're gonna break this egg. Okay, so break the egg and then put in a little bit of cornstarch. Okay, so that cornstarch is gonna be just half a tablespoon, and this is our tablespoon, so we're gonna get half of that, and that is half a tablespoon of cornstarch. Just throw it in there. Of course, then we need some minced garlic. Has to be done in traditional style. Sorry about that. Well, I'm gonna have a bit of garlic. As you can see, there's really no measurement that is given there, but that's minced garlic. Okay. Then of course a bit of salt and pepper. Too hot. If you don't like it too hot, just put a little bit, and of course just a bit of salt. Not much salt, just a pinch of salt is enough. Okay. Before we beat that, we're gonna have to put 1/3 cup of oil. This is the 1/3 cup, and we're gonna heat it in the pan. Okay, I'm going to fill that with oil. This is a flat pan that we are using. Okay, I'm going to put that oil there, and yeah, leave it to heat up. We'll leave it there to heat up. Okay. All right, so I'm going to beat the egg. you have an egg beater, you can use an egg beater. I'm just gonna use my fork. As I said, I'm gonna keep it more traditional, you know. This is a traditional recipe and traditional method of preparation. It helps. Okay. Then just remove some of this juice which came from the eggplant after it was boiled, so that we can put it in the egg batter. Okay, but before we do that, this is, remember, it is supposed to be fan shaped eggplant. So we're gonna shape it like a fan by flattening it. You know, we flatten it and make it like a fan. Just making sure we do not break off its head. You know, the head is the one which you hold for the fan. Okay, so that's just like that. Okay, so I'm gonna pour the egg batter on it. I'm supposed to slide it in, but well, it works well both ways. I'm gonna just pour the egg batter on there. Okay, dokie. Okay, and just to make sure it is completely immersed, so I do it on both sides, you know, both sides nicely like that. Then we're gonna put it in the oil. Okay, just slide it into the oil nicely. Okay. So it has to be crispy. You have to fry it until it's crispy on both sides, and the idea is to make sure that it doesn't break, so that that fan shape doesn't die off. Okay. Okay. Excuse me. Use this just to be able to handle it properly. There you go. All crispy on one side, and we're gonna wait for it to be crispy on the other side. Our fun eggplant is ready. See, it's all crispy and it looks really yummy. It's ready to be eaten. The sauce is here and you just serve it like that. Okay, and that's the end of my recipe. I'll just wait for this to cool down and then I can eat it. Thank you very much for listening. Now you have to listen to the next presentation by my friend Shannon Leslie. She's going to be talking about her own eggplant recipe in the next speech. This is Group C Symposium. Thanks for listening. Bye.